On a bright, crisp autumn afternoon in the bustling city, a modest community center hosted a small birthday party. The room was decorated with colorful balloons and streamers that fluttered gently in the soft breeze coming through the open windows. In the center of the gathering was a round table, draped with a white cloth, adorned with a modest cake topped with pink and white frosting and a single flickering candle. Sitting quietly at the table was a young girl named Lily, her eyes wide, with a mixture of excitement and sadness. Lily was the beloved daughter of Amanda, the CEO of a successful tech startup. She was only 9 years old, but life had already thrown her a challenging hand. A few years earlier, a sudden illness had left Lily paralyzed from the waist down. Her once boundless energy and joyful running around had been replaced by the stillness of a wheelchair. Amanda, who was often consumed by the demands of her high-powered job, tried to balance her world between the corporate boardroom and the delicate needs of her daughter. On this day, Amanda had promised Lily a small birthday celebration. Something simple and intimate, away from the usual grandeur that the family could afford. Amanda wanted her daughter to feel special, cherished, even if only for a moment. But as the afternoon wore on, it was clear that Lily was feeling lonely. Her friends from school had not come, and Amanda's work commitments called her back before the party could truly begin. Lily sat at the table, her small fingers tracing the frosting on the cake. Her eyes followed the shadows dancing on the walls, her heart aching with a quiet longing for companionship. The room, though decorated with joy, felt cold and empty. Outside, sound of laughter and children's voices filled the nearby park. A man named Marcus walked by with his young son. Jamal Marcus was a black single father, raising his son with a fierce love and dedication. He knew the struggles of parenting alone, the sleepless nights.
Ain't the constant worries? Ain't the battles to give his son a good life in a city that often seemed indifferent? As Marcus and Jamal passed the community center,
All tugged at his father's, hand pointing toward the balloons and decorations visible through the window. "Daddy, look! A party!" he exclaimed, his eyes shining with excitement. Marcus smiled, feeling a pang of warmth. "Let's take a look," he said. They stepped inside, and the room fell silent for a moment as their presence was noticed. Marcus's eyes immediately found Lily sitting alone, her small frame seeming even more fragile in her wheelchair. There was a quiet dignity in her expression, but also a deep loneliness. Marcus approached slowly, careful not to startle her. He knelt down to Jamal's level and whispered, "Hey, buddy, what do you say we ask if we can join the party?" Jamal nodded. Eagerly, his eyes wide with hope, Marcus cleared his throat gently and said, "Hi there. I see someone special, sitting all alone at this beautiful birthday cake. Would it be okay if my son and I joined you to celebrate?" Lily looked up, surprised by the kindness in his voice. She hesitated, then slowly nodded, a small smile breaking through her solemn expression. Amanda, who had just returned to check on her daughter, entered the room quietly and watched the scene unfold. She saw Marcus's genuine warmth and the way. Jamal's bright energy began to fill the space. The three of them gathered around the table, sharing stories, laughter, and the sweetness of the cake. For that moment, the walls of loneliness crumbled, and a simple act of kindness wove together the lives of a paralyzed girl, her hardworking mother, and a devoted single father with his son. That day, a birthday became more than just a celebration. Of years, it became a reminder of the power of human connection and the unexpected ways in which kindness can heal.